Welcome to Lindsey and Ryan's wedding weekend. This is part 2 and their reception. We started out with the parents getting introduced to the reception and then moved on to the bridesmaids and the groomsmen. My cousin Lucy and I were in charge of making sure all the little kids got inside. And then it was time for Lindsey and Ryan to be introduced, and they went straight into their first dance. After their first dance as husband and wife, the parents' dances quickly followed, so my sister had her dance with my dad, and then Ryan had his dance with his mom Lorna. My dad gave a quick welcome speech, and then we all had dinner. My sister and Ryan served what was pretty much a Thanksgiving dinner for their fall wedding, so it fit the vibe of the evening perfectly. As they were dismissing people for dinner, Lindsey and Ryan were able to talk to every single table by having them come up and take a photo with them, so they managed to talk to quite a few people at their wedding. I thought this was such a smart idea. After dinner, the best man gave his speech, and then it was time for my speech. I, of course, went over the time limit.
Little did I know she would be the biggest blessing my parents would ever give me. Someone I could look to with just a little bit of side-eye in public, have a whole conversation right there, like right there. I looked at her and she said, "Hurry up, I know you're gonna go over the time limit."
Told a bunch of stories about Lindsey.
She's my voice of reason. She saved me from a disastrous fate more times than I can count, but I think the one that takes the cake has to be the time she ripped the scissors out of my hand 30 minutes before we were set to take homecoming pictures in high school because I thought my hair looked bad, and the only solution I could come up with was to cut it off right then and there in our bathroom. Thank God for Lindsey.
And most importantly, got to remind everyone how much I love my sister and wouldn't be the same person I was without her. Before opening the dance floor, the DJ announced the anniversary dance. So he invited all married couples onto the dance floor and then started dismissing people by length of marriage. He started with people who've been married for less than an hour. So Lindsey and Ryan were immediately off the dance floor, and then started doing a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, all the way until we got to 2 couples left on the dance floor who had both been married for 43 years. One of my mom's friends danced with my grandma since my grandpa had passed. She wasn't able to dance with him. So that was a very meaningful moment because if he had been there, they would have been married 67 years this year. After getting to celebrate all of the marriages in the room, the dance floor opened up and we all danced the night away. Up next is the rest of the reception and all of the dancing and fun. So make sure you stick around for the last and final part 3 of Lindsey and Ryan's wedding.